Hi everyone and welcome back to some random Warframe littered in with some news. I finally got Yareli Prime. I did farm all the blueprints back when she came out. I then never logged in again, forgot that I had actually farmed everything to build her, and bought myself another set, which was quite dumb. But well, it happened, so yeah, now one of my friends gets a set for free. That's fine, right? So the build I am currently testing out, I just took growing power because why not, right? It fits the aura slot, and that's all that I was worried about. I then built a little bit for strength, range, and duration. To make use of Merulina, I am running Loyal Merulina, the augment, so I don't have to ride on Merulina. I really don't like the controls of the K-drives, that's just a personal thing, so this augment comes in very handy for me. I'm going shields now with Prime Redirection and Fast Deflection, and couple this with Arcane Aegis. I have to test it, I'm really not sure if this works out. If it does, perfect, right? We do get 90% DR from Merulina, and all we have to make sure is that we keep her healthy. So yeah, and yeah, the other stuff is just some strength, range, and duration, as I said, and yeah, top it off with Arcane Energize and Primed Flow for the energy economy. There we go. I am also running the turret just to make this easy on myself, so let's jump into Selkie and have a look if this build works out the way I think it should. We should be quite safe with this, so let's get our two out, right? There we go. And to charge our turret, we should be able to just do this and fire into this wall of enemies. Complete the charge, there we go. Do this. We also can use our 1 for crowd control and also damage increase, right? So yeah, this is about how I thought this should look. I also do want my 4 active. A lot of the time I think it helps. Obviously, the biggest weakness of this, you know, crowd control is in a little bit of a difficult spot, if you think about it, especially because of Eximus units, right, that completely ignore your CC by any circumstances, but it's fine, I'm sure we can make it work. Now, for the subsume, I would absolutely subsume over her 3, I just have not decided yet which subsume that I should go for. I really haven't decided yet. There we go, recast our 2, throw our 1 out, and let's just hold down like this position a little bit, there we go. Once you get through the overguard of the Eximus units though, they can be crowd controlled, so I might have to invest into a magnetic mod on my good old turret here. And yeah, the goal is just to get a little bit of Nightwave stuff done. It's been a while since I've done it. Let's recast our 2 to heal Merulina back up. There we go. Let's throw our 1 into this hallway here. That works out fairly nicely. Let's recharge our turret. That was odd timing for our 4 to run out. And yeah, this is the biggest enemy of any crowd control Warframe. There we go. The Eximus units can really be troublesome, right? For the most part, it seemed like fine, right? So, yeah. It's also not a setup that is intended to go for very long survivals. It's more like I can just jump in and use Yareli, which is something I haven't done before that much, right? And I really want to give this a fair chance. Like, yeah, before I decide on if I will be using this Warframe a bit more or not. So, what's the news I've been talking about? Well, today, I was finally getting access to Skate, the Skate playtest. I don't know what exactly it was that I was now chosen to be part of it. And I know we are not allowed to record and share stuff, right? So I just want to let you know that I am able to play at the moment, and I have started just a tad bit, right? I haven't played very long, but that's fine. I'm also getting a phone call right now that is so strange timing because I am past... 1 second. I had to cough there, holy smokes. My voice is getting absolutely shredded today and I am not sure why. But yeah, I'm way past my usual recording times, so I don't know who calls me that late in the evening. I have to check it afterwards. Hope nothing is wrong. Normally, right, if you get a phone call pretty late, that is not a very good sign. I hope everything's okay, but this shouldn't take too long, so it should be fine. If something cannot wait 10 minutes, they will call again, right? That's my stance on that. But yeah, so, yeah, I am absolutely able to play Skate right now. I do have some thoughts and stuff, and obviously I will only share my findings after I have nothing to worry about in the means of can I talk about it now or not, right? So yeah, I think it's just an NDA until the official public beta starts, or something like that. I really am bad at remembering how it's meant to be there. Let's just use our trusty Glaive Prime, because I'm getting absolutely shredded here, while not paying too much attention. There we go, let's get Marulina back. There we go, shoot our gun again. Oh, oh boy, oh boy. There we go. Okay, maybe my setup wasn't the best way to go about this, which is fine. We should be able to revive here with our focus.
The raid is off to a successful start.
We absolutely are. Get our 2 out, get our 4 out. So yeah, I should... Okay, note to self, this needs a little bit more focus than anticipated, which is fine. That's okay. It's also good to show you guys that, yeah, whenever I don't play Warframe for a decent amount of time, I get rusty and I do die. And I do make stupid decisions. That is just part of the journey through this game. So don't feel bad if you happen to get shredded in the steel path from time to time. It happens to all of us, or most of us, especially those of us who take breaks from the game and that play other stuff, right? So we can also make use of our arcanes. There we go. Throw out our 1 as well. We should really hit the Acolyte with our 1, to be honest. That would help greatly with DPS, because it is a decent damage buff. So yeah, sorry, this video was not planned at all, right? I'm all over the place, and I do apologize for that. It's just how it is. At the moment, it's like, yeah, I really didn't expect to get to play early. So man, there's so much on my knock-ins right now. Like, I do have, or I am thinking about a lot of stuff, right? I just started my region-locked division playthrough thingy-majig that I thought could be fun, with the thought in my head that, hey, I'm currently not playing anything else that needs much time, right? So I can give Division the time that it deserves. Which messes me up. Obviously, it messes up my plans now, right? Because I did fully expect to not have something on my plate for, like, I don't know how much exactly, or yeah, which time period it is that I was thinking about, but like, yeah, the Metal Gear Solid remake is out, right, for Metal Gear Solid 3. I will wait on that, though. I love the game, don't get me wrong, and I am looking forward to experience it again in, like, I'd say modern graphics, right? The thing is, I do own that game multiple times already, right? It's not like I have it on the PS2, both versions, the initial release one, as well as the subsistence version, right? I do own it. I do own the HD remake on the PS4, so there's really no big rush for me to jump onto that. And so I was thinking, hey, cool, I don't have much on my plate, right, as I said, and I will be able to just indulge in like the Division and have some fun there. And now Skate is also here and like trying to get my attention, right? Screaming from the back of the room like, senpai, look at me. And yeah, so a little bit torn, right? A little bit torn. But it's fine, it's fine. We will make it work somehow. And I have to mute myself a lot today. Something's wrong with my voice. Which is not good. Let's recast our DR ability again. And I like hit the bar now. Thank you. There we go. Let's throw our one into this direction. Let's get rid of the Eximus. Yeah, I really need something with magnetic damage to deal with all the Eximus units. Okay, noted. That's fine. Also, no primed sure-footed, right? So I need to be careful with knockdowns. That's fine. That is something that we are able to deal with. We cast our 4. Get a lot of enemies in there. There we go. There's the Eximus unit. And this way... stuff. Probably won't go for all the Eximus unit kills. That would be too long. We will just stick to a 10-minute survival here. That should absolutely be fine though. There we go. Fire our turret into this nice ball of grouped up enemies, and let's get some merciless stacks going. There we go. Recast our 4 to have it ready. Cast our 1. And now you jump away. There we go. There is Torment. Torment can also be dealt with quite easily, actually, once you have all your stacks. Or, yeah, just mainly the merciless stacks. Remember to roll through Eximus units' abilities. That does help out a lot. Go. No DR up. That's bad. That's how we died, right? Just keep an eye out for the health that is displayed for Merlina. But as you can see, like life support wise, with the turret obviously you will be able to just keep that up pretty easily because you do hit so many enemies with it, right? Nice. Alright, but that's actually 11 minutes, so let's jump out of this mission. And yeah, as I said, like, Skate is pulling at my attention, or pulling for my attention now, competing with the Division, and yeah, I will play more, right? I am giving it a fair try, right? I am giving it a fair try, and I just want to form an unbiased opinion, so I will not look up anybody's videos and stuff, right? I just want to see for myself. I want to make my, or form my opinion on it, and then once we are able to talk about it, I am absolutely going to talk about it. However, this will take some time, but I just wanted to let you know, yes, I am allowed to play at the moment, and that is a pretty good thing. Now, something happened here. I got my 150 credits here, and I never actually got them. I actually never got them. I should probably have reported this when this happened. Whoops. That's my bad. Sorry, DE. Yeah, I need to check if that has already been reported or not, but yeah, that's fine. So, what do I think after this run? Not sure. I'm not sure if I dig this setup. I think it works decent. Like, what is the max rank of Aegis? Right? It's just, it's 30% instead of 25. So that puts me to what? Okay, it is a difference, but it shouldn't be too much, right? I think I will need to play more missions with this. I especially want to know how this works in like just regular missions, and also yeah, Aqua Blades has to go. Like I'm not using this at all, right? So there's definitely something
We should get everyone to
that we could do with the helmet system. However, what would we need, right? We do have crowd control, more crowd control and some damage boosting, and damage reduction. And grouping, not only crowd control, but also grouping with our 4. So, god, I don't want to go just a roar approach. that seems like a little bit breach search. Breach search could be a thing. Condemn could be a thing to get shields back and generate overshields, right? Dispensary is an all-round good thing to have. And we could double down and use Eclipse's damage reduction on top, maybe? Okay, so there is a lot of options here. I don't want to go Gloom. I don't have any efficiency, right? What else? Yeah, I mean Nourish is obviously always on the table as well, right? And Pillage could be a thing to get some shields. And function as a DPS increase as well. Okay, I definitely will have to think about it. Oh, I also need to do some stuff here. Oh, I forgot to do those. Yeah, I need to fill up the helmets. Oh god, okay, I have a couple of Warframes that I need to sacrifice. Most of them, I'm just waiting for the Prime to release, right? Like Colero and Temple especially. But yeah, I mean, there's a couple of options. I will think about this. I will report back to you at some point. Oh yeah, here is the turret build, in case you're wondering. It is a Prime Tread with Primed Firestorm and Hunter Munitions build, just viral. And yeah, Firestorm helps actually with your beam as well, right? It's nothing special, and yeah, it's just using Merciless, right, to get to like 12x 30% damage, which is quite nice. That's pretty neat. And Vigilante supplies. So yeah, it's not the best build ever, but it is very convenient to use. You don't get the high damage numbers or the high crit numbers. What you do get though is a nice AoE, and hitting 1 more or 2 more enemies actually makes a whole bunch of a difference. So yeah, and the Incarnates are increased base damage and multi-shot and last shot. That doesn't matter. Projectile speed, so we don't need to use terminal velocity. And just base crit to get to over 100% crit chance with crit delay, right? That's also why I like to use Prime Tread, to get a lot of fire rate and punch through onto the weapon. So yeah, that's how it is. So yeah, finishing thoughts. Need to do the fashion frame for this. Obviously, this is the base Prime colors. Nothing done to this Warframe. And as I said, I need to think about the opportunities that we have with helmets and rethink the build a little bit. Aww! That was a nice emote, love that. And yeah, other than that, like, I will keep you updated on the skate stuff. I don't know if you guys are into that or not, but like, for me, skate 1, 2, and 3 were such a big part in a time frame where we didn't have any Tony Hawk Pro Skater release for a long time. And honestly, the Tony Hawk franchise at some point went into a direction that I didn't like, that I didn't enjoy as much. Like for me, Pro Skater 3 is and always will be my favorite one. Yes, Project 8 had cool ideas with Nail the Trick. Yes, American Wasteland was also still quite fun. Hello, Marilena. But yeah, for me, like THPS 3 is the best Tony Hawk game that I've ever had the joy to play. And after that, as I said, Skate 1, 2, and 3 were around, and those were some glorious days. And I had a lot of fun, so this is why I did register for the EA Insider program to get my chance to play Skate early, which I now finally have, so that's cool. Alright, that's enough blabbering. I need to render this and upload this so it actually does come out today, which I hope it will. If this for some bizarre reason comes out on Thursday the 28th, what I refer to as today would be yesterday. So yeah, this should come out today, the 27th of August. Hopefully everything goes well. If not, just, yeah, replace today with yesterday in your minds. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And as always, take care. Bye.